Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It is March 6th, just after 8. It's 11 minutes after 8. Remember, you can watch this Facebook Live every weekday morning, sometime between 8 and 9, anytime on your feed. After that, you can also find it on your favorite podcast platform. Just go to inforum.com/podcast and look for the InForum Minute. You can also find us on our InForum YouTube channel.
And I'm kind of celebrating today, at least in the Fargo Moorhead area. We kind of missed out on those.
She caught me in a yawn. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were going to sneeze.
No,
It's a Monday.
You
Okay.
don't want to see
Half
that
yawn. It was a half yawn, and then like Scott turned to me. I was like, "Oh, I got to stop yawning." I stopped yawning, but like
We need you still, Dillon. You can nap when you're done today.
I'm going to. It's going to be a great.
Mondays are tough.
Mondays are very
But I
tough.
was saying, here in the Fargo Moorhead area, we kind of missed out on some of the most
We
snow
did.
from this latest event. It kind of stayed to our west, to the south areas.
Yeah.
But this morning, you were outside. We're dealing with a lot of wind still.
And it's chilly out there. A lot of wind out there for sure. Yeah, the dry air from this system really pushed it south. Bismarck picked up snow, but pretty much east of Bismarck, Jamestown picked up a little bit. But as you get into the valley, northern Minnesota, no snow at all. We have a good high pressure system kind of built there, bringing in drier air. And not only do we have the high pressure system that's way up to our north, we have the northerly wind that you can feel when you step outside. It's bringing in drier air and keeping that snow to the south, keeping our precipitation chances pretty much north of the border pretty slim. Of course, down to southern North Dakota near the border, there has been quite a bit of snow so far, but it's wrapping up. We'll continue to wrap up.
Cool.
Not seeing a lot of blowing snow where it has not snowed. Where it has snowed, of course, it's pretty ugly, but where it has not snowed, we have a good snow crust on there. So it's just cold and windy. That's pretty much it. I couldn't think of the word. But yeah, cold and breezy out there this morning.
Yeah.
And other than that, most roads are good to go. It's just, chillier day today, no doubt about it.
We were kind of watching the road conditions this morning on the DOT maps. They kind of changed throughout the morning.
Yep.
It seemed to be improving a little bit.
Yeah, of course, improving as plows get out and the snow moves its way out. But yeah, pretty much south of, I know Ashley Wishick was a bad spot.
Yep.
Just south of Bismarck, and just southeast of Bismarck is probably the worst, southwest of Fargo ways, where a lot of snow. I know Bismarck picked up over 6 inches of snow. So,
Wow. All right.
yeah, we missed out on this one.
But if
Nobody's
you're sad,
complaining.
yes, but there are some people who are maybe sad. They wanted more snow, like snowmobilers,
Maybe.
snowshoers, or
Go
whatever.
west.
I mean,
There you
but
go.
I was leading into there's more chances this
Oh,
week.
yeah, that too.
That
There's
too.
no chances.
Sorry.
It is March. We have a chance tomorrow night going into Wednesday, and then we're watching another chance this weekend. It's a ways out. Remember, on Friday, we were thinking this system was going to hit us head on. We were going to have an ugly commute for most of us, but thankfully, the dry air kind of booted it out of here.
Saved us.
And saved a lot of us from the snow.
Yeah.
So just stay tuned to the forecast. We'll keep you updated like we always do.
All right.
And we'll go through this very active pattern in March. It is March 11th.
Hey, we'll get
It's
this
not
No,
March
it's
11th.
not March 11th.
It was 8/11. It's March 6th.
It's Monday, Dillon.
It's Monday. You
It
know what it
is
is?
there.
It's
still Monday.
That just wraps everything up. It's a Monday. So.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Dylan.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's jump into some of our local headlines for you this morning. Today, a jury trial for a North Dakota political candidate who dropped out of the race after a fight with her boyfriend will no longer be taking place. So that trial not taking place, at least starting today. Caitlin Huss was running as a Democrat for a state house position in Valley City last year when she was arrested in October on a simple assault charge. Officers say the 33-year-old punched her boyfriend and ripped out some of his hair while they were at a bar together in that town. In an interview with WDAY, Huss told us that she plans on pleading not guilty, saying, quote, "In the court of public opinion, you don't always get the full story right away." Her attorney indicated that they do plan to argue self-defense. That jury trial was scheduled to start today, as I mentioned, has now been canceled. Huss now has a chance, she has a change of plea hearing that's set for tomorrow afternoon. So we'll keep tracking that story for you and let you know what happens.
Right now, we are working to learn more about what led several cars to crash in South Fargo. Police and fire trucks blocked off lanes along 45th Street South and 49th Avenue. Now, this was last night, just west of Woodhaven South Park. Officers were seen speaking with several drivers that were nearby. However, it was kind of unclear if they were actually part of the crash or just witnesses or how exactly they maybe were involved. We did reach out to Fargo Police for more information about what exactly happened. All they've told us so far is that they're hopefully going to give us more information today. They wouldn't immediately give us anything on exactly what happened. So stick with us for updates on that story throughout the day.
Today, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is going to be temporarily transferring power while he's under anesthesia. Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan is taking the reins at the state capitol today while the governor undergoes a colonoscopy. That transfer of power starts at 1 this afternoon and will carry on until the governor sends a letter to the legislature saying he's able to return to his post. That's expected to happen sometime tomorrow.
Yep, should be pretty quick, but
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting when this happens. It happens, fairly often where your political leader has to have some type of surgery or operation, and then you have this little
Screening.
Yeah.
Life-saving screening of a colonoscopy.
Yeah, so
I
it's
know
just kind of
someone mentioned
interesting.
it's kind of unfortunate that you have to tell everyone you're getting, but when you're governor, that's how it goes.
Yeah, this is the way it is, but he'll be back tomorrow. All right, today, you might have to move your ice fishing house. This is for people who are in Minnesota that have their ice houses on some of those lakes in the southern portions of the state. All fish houses, dark houses, portable houses, they all have to be off the ice in southern inland lakes by midnight tonight. Now, you can still take out your portable shelters during the daytime, you just can't leave them out there overnight anymore. Let's see, it's if you have your shelter south of Highway 10, that's the line. Essentially, there's a map online. You can go look. If you Google it, it will show you. But if it's Highway 10, it's kind of like the border. If you're south of that with your ice house, it has to come off the lake today. If you're north of Highway 10, it has to come off by March 20th.
A big national headline, another Norfolk Southern freight train has derailed in Ohio, this time in Springfield, but this is a story really everyone's been covering across
Yep.
the country. This one, no one was hurt, but authorities still ordered people there to stay in their homes just as a precaution. About 20 of the 212 freight train cars jumped the tracks on Saturday. No hazardous materials this time. They are still working to clear the tracks. It's under investigation. But it's an even bigger story, of course, because another Norfolk Southern train derailed in East Palestine, Ohio, just last month. Still kind of a mess there.
Yeah.
That derailment spilled toxic chemicals, and a lot of people there are still concerned about the long-term health effects from that spill.
Yeah, ongoing story. We'll continue to follow it and all the developments there. All right, couple big sports stories to tell you about. A lot of buzz this morning about NDSU offensive lineman Cody Mauch. He was performing at the NFL Scouting Combine over the weekend. He took to the field yesterday to prove to teams why he's one of the top lineman prospects in the nation. And NFL draft analysts even saying that Mauch can legitimately play all 5 offensive line positions. Now, this is something locally we've been talking about
Yep.
a lot, but of course, it's kind of cool to see the national recognition. And you were kind of saying the Bison as a whole, we're getting some love.
Right. We went out and we were watching it at you have Brick House in West Fargo, little plug. We were watching on all of the TVs and lots of NDSU talk and coverage. So, yeah, definitely, not just in North Dakota do we know how big a deal he is,
Yeah.
but giving him a lot of love. And I didn't see this yesterday, but apparently nothing's a secret anymore because the NFL Network actually was able to dig up a little video of Mauch from 6th grade.
That was cool to
It was
see.
a great video. It was back when he was a little guy, of course,
Yeah.
now he's a big, tough, strong guy. And he was actually doing the dance from Napoleon Dynamite.
I would demonstrate, but I don't want to live forever on the internet, so I'm not going to try it. If you've not seen Napoleon Dynamite, it's a funny dance. It's like a talent show type deal, and it's just a goofy dance.
And it's
so,
funny, super
yeah.
funny. Anyway, Mauch admitted that it took him 3 months to master the dance. I wonder if he can still do it. I bet he can.
I bet he can. At
He's
least
known
in
for
part.
like having, fun energy, dancing, and all that good stuff.
All right. Also, meantime, the Bison men's basketball team played a heart stopper of a game last night at the Summit League tournament in Sioux Falls. Sunday night's win for NDSU means another showdown with South Dakota State. The Bison have not beaten the Jackrabbits in the Summit League tournament since 2015. So it's going to be a big game tonight. The tip-off is at 8:30. So for us morning folks, we might have to stay up a little late to watch the rivalry game, but it's going to be exciting.
For sure. If you want to see, Dom Izzo had an incredible recap of the game that we had on this morning on First News, but I believe you can get that recap of just the highlights,
Yep.
That wild game at 11 on our 11 o'clock newscast this morning as well. So a really incredible breakdown from the floor.
Yeah, and then they're going to be doing a live edition of Hot Mic from Sioux Falls this morning. You can watch it from 9 to 11 this morning. You can watch it on WDAY Extra and InForum.com. It's going to be big game tonight is the semifinals, Jackson Bison, and then on the other side of the bracket, it's Oral Roberts and I believe St. Thomas. So the winner of each game going to the championship game to punch the automatic ticket to the big dance. So
To the big dance.
a lot
I
on the
love
line.
it. Don't forget, now is a great time to get your subscription to InForum.com. 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to inforum.com/subscribe to get that deal. It's a great place, not only your local news and weather headlines, but of course we have a great sports section as well with the Bison Zone and everything that's going on with the Bison
Yeah.
right now. It's a must read for sure.
A lot to keep up on. We can also keep you up to date on air, starting at 11 o'clock, like you mentioned. Dillon will be there with weather headlines as
Yeah.
well. And then again at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And then we return with first news tomorrow morning from 5 to 7.
Have a great day, everyone. Stay warm.
Bye.